Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me well. We're gonna get to this live. I'm sorry I'm a bit late today. There are some delays due to some issues with YouTube causing me some issues with a video, but for now we're gonna have to do with a live, go through our regular usual routine, just something as a by the way thing we do. So let's look at the 1 minute. Let's start as usual. Let's start on the smaller time frames. We opened up with the gap as usual, nothing all that surprising. Closed the gap very rapidly. Now the market landed back on that 469. By the way, the gap up tested, of course, what I predicted, the 54.87. So this was not a surprise for us at all. That was rather expected. Now again, we're picking back up some momentum. 1 minute doesn't matter. Let's continue looking. So 5 minutes allow us to see that potentially we're going to get back to that 54.87 again, since we're already going to test over bought territory on the stochastic RSI right there. Still giving us enough time to test it, but then again, we're already starting to smell the bear, right? We're already starting to smell the red coming in very, very rapidly in on the 30 minutes chart. 45 minutes is indicative of something very, very similar that we're probably going to break down rather shortly, probably right after testing that 54.87 again, right? That's kind of what the momentum is implying on the smaller time frames for the current time being. Let's see the 1 hour. 1 hour, unsurprisingly so, very much amplified on what we see on the 45 and 30 minutes. So we've been already overbought for some time and getting ready to have some convergence. And once we have that happen, once the forces cross over, the red becomes dominant. Red is bearish. In other words, we're getting ready. We can already smell the bear on the 1 hour right there. That is not that great. On the other hand, something we've mentioned before, that 4 hour still is very, very bullish. It still potentially gives us a movement to that, I would argue, at least, let me just sort of make it visible to you, we could make it still to the 55555. It is very unlikely for us to make it to the 55.84 area, nor is it really probable for us to make it to the two adjacent gaps we have on the top, right? So we're kind of, if anything, looking far more likely to see the dominance of the smaller time frames come through, turning this around, right? Not permitting the indicator to go all the way through and basically cross over on the bottom, go back into oversold, giving us more of a downwards action, closing that gap and continuing to the downside. Why is that more probable? Because if we're looking actually at the 1 day, although we are already in oversold territory, and yes, we're having some form of relief, which is this bullish momentum, it doesn't mean we went bullish all the way. If anything, what it means is that we're going to amplify on that bearish momentum, seeing the sort of the process that we're going to spend some time in oversold territory. To give you an idea, usually these processes within themselves, from penetration to oversold territory, take about give or take a month, right? So we're talking from here, we usually have about a month to spend in that process. If we're going to look at this, it gives us about, now let's call it 28 bars like this, right? Well, it's a month in calendar time, and don't forget we don't have weekends here, so let's call it again a 30-day sort of increment, right? 20, let's call it 28, right? So giving us a range of about towards October 24th. That is 28 days away from where we are right. Well, not actually right now. That's, let's count from here to be more precise. 30 days, well, 28. Let's go 28, right? Giving us about the 8th of October. Sorry, not 24th. The 8th of October. All right, that's that. Potentially, again, it doesn't mean it's going to spend anywhere near, but if you look statistically speaking kind of how these processes are done, and since we're already on a downtrend, that's usually the amount of time that is being spent, and vice versa, it's the same amount of time, you'll not surprisingly so, we spend on the upside. That is kind of what the indication of that daily range can give you on the absolute maximum. Something we spoke about yesterday as well. Weekly is already bearish. So in other words, as all that bullish momentum is internal within the structure, meaning basically maybe some bullish but overall far more bearish, right? Going back into oversold, amplifying the effect, giving us a significant downwards action. All right, that's that. Let me check real quick what's going on. Yeah, nothing has moved yet. All right, that's that. Let me go to the chat and quickly switch back to the smaller time frame so we can see what's really going on while we're talking. Hello and good morning, everybody. Hello, I see. What are you asking about there, Arthur? SpaceX? What do you want SpaceX? SpaceX is private. There's nothing we can talk about SpaceX. SpaceX maybe in 10 years, maybe. Best case scenario. Hockey. NHL 97 hockey. I used to shoot slap shots when I hear this music. Yeah, right, Gene? Right. What's the next support? Palantir next support. Where we just spoke about it the other day. It's I mean, what do you mean next support? There's the next resistance, if you want to know. It's that 36.04, which I don't think we're actually gonna get. I think if we're gonna get, that's gonna be phenomenal. That is just beyond insane. Could still be, but the support currently is 30.07, didn't change. 29.07, just kind of a range there. You can see it coming through right here. You can see how the price action really loves that range quite a bit, right? I think, yeah, if I remember correctly, there you go. You can see very clearly how the market really loves that price point. There's a very strong resistance, right, support right there. So far more likely we're talking about the 30.07. That is, whose question was that? Olujimi? Something. I'm sorry for mispronouncing. I'm a little bit confused there on how the pronunciation. That is your Palantir. Let's see what we have here on NVIDIA. Testing 110, like I said. In fact, we don't make it. There's interesting. It starts to seem as if there's something interesting here right below it. Or maybe my Fib is off for some reason, which I'll have to look into, although I don't think that's the case. So yeah, testing, I see 110, give or take still, generally speaking. Market going down, unsurprisingly so. We just said everything is turning around. That is that. Boys and girls, tickers. If we want to look at some tickers, although the regular culprits, we've looked at everything the last couple of days. There's nothing new here. There's NVIDIA going down a little bit right there. Not all that surprising, right? Tesla on the upside, but with a gap, of course, which will get closed fairly shortly right there. That's that area. So I see that's going to get closed. Slow down. Not too fast, because otherwise... I was wondering about that Google thing. I was like, suspiciously looks like Google. Sure. We can look at a couple of these. Slow down. Give me a sec. We're going to look at them, and then we're going to continue to other ones. Just for us to take it slow. Right, so let's look. Let's start slow but sure. Who's first? Oh, just being silly. ELF. I guess ELF. I see that's ELF. Let's go ELF. Is that what we want to look at? That ELF? Yeah. Am I getting you right there, brother? Is that the right thing right there? Just hit play. I mean, you were first, so actually not that much of a bad idea. Neutral, so Mm, not a big fan. I don't like the story, but okay. I mean, it's not my job to like the story. My job is to look at the technicals. Oosh. Whoa. I mean, whoa. I mean, whoa. Given 92 weekly. What's your monthly is like? Oh, damn! You're going into oversold. Oh, you are not gonna have a fun time. What is that? What? That's 2004. Where were we coincidentally during that period? The dreaded period. Hmm. I mean, not really. Okay, so interesting. Oh crap! You sir are in for a ride. Pardon me. You sir are in for a ride on that one. You are gonna go down. Sadly, it looks like the structure is not too positive. Although I'm seeing on a smaller time frame there is some form of a correction going on, getting ready to be had there to the upside. I can see that going on to the up of the red that range, the 155 area on a good day if you're gonna have like a really nice run up. But overall, your overall outlook right now is not positive at all. I mean, yes, you can have. Is that gonna match? Yeah, the 155, the 160 area. I wouldn't even be very careful. The 150, probably the 160 is like your best bet, and I would be not waiting for the last second. But that you do you, not financial advice. Weekly is kind of bullish. Will probably will allow you go back, which is again 160, 150, same numbers. I'm not surprised at all. Similar. So yeah, you're probably looking at the 160 base case scenario. If things are not better by then, you're gonna go down because your larger time frame is very, very, very bad. Very bad. How down? To be determined. To be determined, but down. Google. We want to say Goog? No, that's wrong thing. Let's go Goog. Once you go Goog, you never go Goog. Goog. I mean, Goog. Look, Goog is going to be highly related to the indices, so is that really much of a surprise? We've seen good earnings, and yes, yet to fail. So if that will be my 100, that's my goal. So I'm not surprised at all. That actually makes sense. In terms of your near-term supports and resistances, let's see what's going on here. If we can track anything with the naked eye. All right, so I see that. That's actually the same one it's on right now, amusingly enough. There we go. Perfect. Let's keep us guessing. Let's see what you are. And coincidentally, it's the same one that we're testing right now. So you see what we're testing right now on Google is actually that same one, support from before. All right, and that resistance from before and the resistance from before. So not that surprising. In terms of momentum, you are pointed down, so not a great fun right there for you. You're that's up. That's bullish. That's bearish. That's very convoluted. The indices monthly, not surprised. Yeah, you're going down. I mean, even if you're gonna have some interference back and forth, on the grand scheme of things, so I'm seeing the bottom of the channel. There is high probability you're gonna test that. Mid channel is gonna be here, so 130, 140 your area. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So like that, with naked eye. Don't, boys and girls, don't eyeball stuff at home like I'm doing here. You should not be doing things like that. That's not how it's done. I'm just kind of sort of capable of doing it. But yeah, you're basically gonna, it seems like you're gonna test this range again, definitely. That's the 150 to the 140. You might as well call it 139, of course, with some slippage and all that beautiful stuff. Then you have the bottom of the trend, which gives you 120-ish area, 120-ish, and then retest back up the 139. It looks like you're gonna do the wedge here. Probably there's high probability you're gonna test some of that wedge and only then break down. So you still have some time. It's not all that straightforward. When you're gonna get the actual downwards action is gonna be when you're gonna get amplified by the oversold territory. So you still have time. Yeah, let's call it almost a month. Almost a month before you're gonna see actual results. Of course, that's not the monthly structure. What I'm drawing is almost the internal structure that's going to happen. I'm just extrapolating here on the monthly based upon the overarching sort of story. At least the bigger one you should be caring about. Yeah, convergence, and you're going to go down, not full wave. It's basically a down wave. Yeah, I get it. So yeah, you're not gonna have Google is not that surprising. You're not gonna have a pleasant time. Sorry, Google, we said, can check Boyle. Boyle, you go to Arnold with this Boyle nonsense. Goddamn Boyle. Do I really have to check Boyle? I don't want to check Boyle. God damn it. Boyle, Boyle. Boyle. Actually, I'm not gonna be a hater, and I gotta say that Boyle seems to have some nice upside, even though it's just kind of very confusing. But I would argue that from this, it seems like it's bashing. Can it try? Is it gonna wait? Give me. Yeah, no, you actually have some upside on Boyle. You actually have some upside on Boyle. I wouldn't gamble on the higher end of things. I wouldn't gamble at all. But if I am kind of forced to talk about certain potential supports and resistances being broken, you're looking at about the $10 range, give or take. I can see here probably where's that? That's here. What is that? 970, 10. Yeah, call it 970, call it 10. That's gonna be good enough. Kind of, where is that? It's here. Where's that? Here. No. Yeah. Yeah, call it 980, 10, call it 980, 10 kind of area. That's where you have some form of support resistance there that will come through, that sort of thing. And that seems to be the nearest one. Convergence on your trends. So momentum is kind of iffy. Your momentum is very iffy. Your momentum seems as on Boyle as if it wants to test down before it will ever get to test higher. So just to put it in some form of idea, it's not straightforward up. It kind of is first down to go up, if anything. But actually has some upside. That's what it seems to be like. So pretty impressive within itself already. What else? You see, just like I said, going back, everything is as expected. We said we've done, have we? Yes, we've done. Buying a triple Q today. I actually need to buy more, and I really thought I would be a smart ass. I mean, I'm hoping I'm gonna pick up some more, maybe at that 890 if I'm really lucky. If I'm like really lucky, but market seems to be far more bearish than bullish. I'm actually relying on this 4 hour to give me some more bullish momentum on the S&P and the indices overall, so I can actually capitalize on this, having that triple Q drop a little bit lower and buy myself a little bit more. I also bought some plug, not anything substantial. It's just me doing my crazy thing. You shouldn't copy anything I'm doing. I'm just letting you know. I actually bought some plug, 200 of them, which I probably gonna pick up some more today. I'm probably gonna pick up some more, but you should definitely don't do as I do. I'm just letting you know. If I'm doing something, doesn't mean you should be doing. Just telling you. So my latest acquisition. I will be buying more Triple Q though, very shortly. Alexander, congratulations, congratulations. Not that bad. I mean, my time decay is already probably eating away at my profit somewhat. I need to check up on that stuff. Starting join Smash. Alex, thank you so goddamn much. Ladies and gentlemen, please, especially if you're new here, although with that amount of people, I'm suspicious of not too many new here. Like, subscribe, all the great stuff, ring the bell, make sure you do all that stuff. Otherwise, you will not be informed when I go live. That means you will not be informed of what's going on in the market. Then you will be saying and, telling me how you didn't know and all that wonderful stuff. RBRK. Leo, let's check RBRK for you in a second. When you say you're not, I suggest you are going to have some opportunities. Yeah, no, absolutely. You know what, Thomas, you're absolutely correct. Thomas is absolutely having a good point. Thomas is saying, Greg, when you say you're not going to have fun time, sounds very negative. I suggest to communicate you are going to have some opportunities. And you know what? I actually agree with Thomas 1000%. Thomas, shout out to you. Salute, legend. You, sir, 1000 on point. Here you go. Your comment will now be pinned just because you are 1000% on point. I agree with that. You bought plug over Triple Q. No, Brad. I just did it with some leftover funds. It's just something I had, just a little bit of cash I had, a little bit of dry powder I had laying around, so to speak, when it just transferred back and forth, doing some stuff. So it was basically just something. Diamond Black. Judy, do you give me the ticker for that? And give me the ticker. I'm not sure why would you even do that. Just go oil, Diamondback Energy. Why particularly that? Not just go to oil. Oh, there you go. I see that's the Fang. Oh, Fang is it's right. I see. We can right. I see. We can check that, but why? I mean, I prefer anything that oil related. You should understand oil first, right? You should understand what's going on in energy. I'm not my biggest. I remember back in the day when I used to trade just regular WTI oil, so CFD form as well. So I don't. I mean, I'll check it. You know what? I'll just check it instead of just being an A. I'll just check it. So you have answered Brad. I've done that. Right. Sorry, Judy, you'll have to wait. I do have something waiting. I remember I had something which is RBRK, right? RBRK. There we go. Right? RBRK. Right. Rubric. That was Q1, I see. So since then they strong sell. Why is that? We're gonna check that out. Analyst rating is buy, strong buy. Cloud data. Right. Remember in November. Oh, your channel is so flat. Oh, your channel is so flat. That is not good news for you on the... Come on. Yeah? Wait, are you... No. No. Yeah? No? What are you? What the hell are you? You are probably more down than up, and shit, you're gonna have a problem determining your supports and resistances. It's gonna be really annoying. Um, Wait, that's... I'm gonna do you a solid. Let's try and figure out that one. Is gonna be very ugly. Boys and girls, do not repeat what I'm doing here. It's not gonna work the same way. So that's gonna be here, 26. So you have something at 26. Oh, damn, you are in trouble with this one, but then, wow. You are in some interesting trouble with that one. So give me a sec. I'm trying to see what's the deal. Yeah, not surprising. Yeah, your 2834 definitely still isn't relevant for you. Here it is. 2603 area, call it 26. Just call it 26. Okay, let's just call it 26. Call it 26 for the sake of things. You're 24. So you're basically IC. But your major is going to be 21 still. So yeah, I mean, your attention right now is 2113, 26, and 28. 34. These two are very precise. 26 is more of a give or take. I could be off on that one a little bit, although I think I'm pretty accurate. Could be maybe 25 and a half, maybe, that you have that support, but once it comes through, you will see it. Although I'm pretty much, in fact, it probably 26 and a half, if anything. So give or take, that's your range right there that you need to be working with. So yeah, that's gonna be fun for you. Then that's gonna be fun for you, and subsequently, eventually, that's gonna be fun for you. Yeah. So that is your story, sir. That is what you get on rubric. All right. Let's see what else. Did I not miss anything? We said Feng, right? We wanted to look at Feng. Feng. Right. Nah, I mean, look, energy is going down and they're going down. I'm not that surprised. Your play on Fang, though, is good. It's very simple. Go to energy, you'll know what you're going to be having. It's very, very, very simple. You're not done yet. You're probably going to have some more pain. How much pain? I mean, you're already... Well, actually, you're probably there. You probably arrived. Maybe some slippage to the downside. I mean, you can see it. That's it. I can just lay it out for you. It's never at the peak. What is that? That's like 1.7. Call it 1.7. You know what? Let's just... No, wait. Yeah. Call it the 171, 170. Not going to be surprised if that's the case. Yeah, probably even 170. Probably something there. What is that? As on the line, you're just so perfectly there. That is just you. All right. Your weekly. Yeah, I mean, you're squeezing it already as it is anyway, so get ready to... Oh, definitely. With a gap, 150. Okay, so here you go. That's actually simple. That's a simple one. So you get yours. Your thing here is Well, you tested. I see you're about to. You're testing wedge. You might test wedge. So 160 da da da. One, your gap is 150. You have a fun range right here. That's annoying. Done. Once you're done with this, you're gonna test this 140, 150 area. So $20 down. With that, let's see your monthly just to be sure. Yep. So yeah, you're gonna be doing this within the short term, and then you're gonna be doing this in the longer term, which brings you to give or take to 80-ish bucks, which is not surprising. Here it is. It's yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, yep. So there you go. Your path is rather simple right there. You can kind of, I hope you all those who it's relevant for are taking your notes. But yeah, you're already testing 1. Here is your 2, and subsequently, well, here's your 3 area. So it's kind of like that, but gradually, for it to make sense. Yeah, well, yeah, why not? Let's look. First of all, let's see what are we missing here in the time being. Nothing all that surprising. We're going down, down. Very, very down. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I told you. Tilty. Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah. So you're not yet done. You still have some time more to bake. Definitely. Are you gonna make it to the 140 back again? Which, I mean, 140 back again. It's because downwards. Nah. Although your monthly, your quarterly really wants to explode. What is that? What are we looking at? Tilty iShares, right? 20-year. It's gonna be volatile. There's gonna be a lot of up. You might see 140 subsequently, eventually, then more down, or even first more down, which brings you to 90, but then tests back up to 120, back down. I mean, not short term, so yeah, because not short term. Not a bad idea. How much lower can you get? Not all that much for you to cry about it. Not a bad idea, actually. Actually, Tilty is not a bad choice. Right. Tilty is not a bad choice. A firm, please. Let's do a firm. Didn't I have a firm? Already firm? I had a firm. No, I don't have a firm, so let's go firm. Guess we gotta go firm. If you gotta go firm, you gotta go firm. Firm, we have all the in-depth stuff right there already prepared. So let's look at that. Right, we tested this, we skip, it is no problem. IC, ICC, CC, Captain CC. Have we? Yes, we have, obviously. No skipping here. We've tested. Have we? Yes, we're in gold. Yeah, I mean, your support right now is that 35.73, obviously. Your resistance is that 37.17. Our overall direction is all those seemingly starting to be inconvincingly bullish, but really it's more bearish than it's bullish. Bearish, yes, that's actually something I told you we will see on the indices. So there you go, that's how it looks like when it does happen. You can see it right there. It's a fake out, basically. Oh yeah, more bearish. I mean, look, I told you we gonna, well, I mean, the gap is gonna be done. Then you have this, the 32. Then you have the 30.55, which we're already familiar with very well. 29.88 familiar with very well. Yeah, down. I mean, down. I've been saying that a lot. Look, the only thing is that the firm really had a rally was because they really had an explosive quarter, and Max, of course, bolstered on it. And I think there is a bit of a tactical move on the side of the market makers. The institutions really know what they're doing. The analysts are basically squeezing the lemon a little bit further out before they continue. So that's kind of what you're seeing there. That's nothing all that surprising. Also pays divs. Yes, TLT. Yes, absolutely. Good foundational asset. Absolutely. I mean, look, look, Michael, the fact that you're looking at TLT kind of conveys your mind frame about it. So yes, it's a good. I personally like a good portfolio to own something assets akin to TLT, yes, including TLT itself. So yes, good choice there. SWBI, Casey, let's do SWBI for you. What is SWBI? Why? That's Swiss Bank. No, Smith. Oh, right. That's why. That's so familiar. Right. Thought it was something Swiss related. Right. I mean, I'm a bit biased on that one. No. On that one, Casey. No. Uh, um, actually, Casey, very good point on that. Casey, we're those of you who are not familiar, we're looking at Smith & Wesson, which is a firearms company. They have a lot to do with a lot of things, the defense and general firearm consumption in the U.S. Very good company. Those who don't know, I'm a bit biased and a bit of a fan of firearms altogether, a bit of a gun nut, if you will. Served in the armory in the IDF, amongst other things, back in the day. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of firearms. I'm a big fan of Smith & Wesson. Of course, pardon my horrible pronunciation right there for a second ago. I'm a bit biased. It's kind of the same way some people don't like putting money into tobacco companies and things of that nature. I'm a bit biased about defense contractors and firearms companies. So I'm plus you're kind of what seems to be the bottom from before. You do have some more room to go. Obviously, we can see it's not to be more or less, to kind of put it in a range for you. It's more or less this kind of thing and more or less this kind of thing. So there's obviously a range. We can see it right here. A range, wink, wink, playing words. But let's look at the momentum, because we are seeing we're within the range already. Wink, wink. So yeah, that's actually, I mean, Casey, very nice question right there. I'm a big fan, as you know, as I said already here. I'm a big fan. I like. Me likey. A bit of a problematic chart with regards to momentum. It does seem that you're probably not done with this channel, with this range, so you're probably going to be testing it to death. We're probably familiar with it, in fact, sliding all the way into the channel this way, and maybe only then testing. It's September 25, 24 area, maybe 20s, the 20s of September. Potential maybe earlier, but then again, that will mean that's not necessarily means anything good for you. What does that mean? What are we looking at? It's a bit problematic, Casey. Look, that depends on your time horizon, but I'm not gonna lie, I like this play, And given that you might endure some pain, maybe even a quarter before you see actual profits, but I like it. I mean, come on, I like it. It's a good play. It's a solid play. Even if it's not gonna pay today, it's gonna pay eventually, especially if Trump is elected. We know Trump is far more lenient on the Second Amendment. He's far more pro-gun, which I definitely can stand behind, and I understand why, especially given what's going on in the U.S. right now. Most normal people there should be able to carry and have the ability to defend themselves, their household, and whatnot. What's going on in America is a bit crazy. A quick rant about that. Netflix. Ramia, that's an interesting question right there. Yeah, Casey, I hope I've answered you with that one. It's not the easiest play. You might need to be DCAing into it. We're not at a bad place. I would consider this not a bad place to start DCAing because the low ranges are just stupid low. They are on an incline still, which can be a problem if the Dems have another round, and you will see then these fours, and yeah. But yeah, in bad times, people like to have the look. Good play. I like it. It's solid. It's a good place to DCA. You're already on the probably if we're gonna look objectively. I mean, yeah, you're 52-week low. So yeah. I like this. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done yaying about this. People probably tired of hearing me ranting about that one. My video is still being processed. My God, what is going on? That's my potential election play. Can you please take a look at Netflix? We said Netflix, right? NFLX, right? We said Netflix. Oh, yeah. Get ready. Which still is very weird because, I mean, yeah, I would expect that monthly to finish before it breaks down. That's, yeah, you definitely have that. Okay, so which is what? What was that? That was, you actually can potentially be looking at seven. I mean, let's call it 800 just to be, because it's going to be psychological that close. I'll be very surprised even if we're going to end up, I mean, yeah, let's just call it an 800, right? You actually might be looking, I mean, that depends on how the media industry will look like, the media background, but as it stands, you are probably looking at a bit of a run-up before that entire fail comes through. Or even if it does come through early and you already peaked out, which is this within itself already what you're looking at, which is a bit weird. I got to say that's a bit weird. But yeah, I do think at least the market at least will try that. It seems as if the market will at least try that. Definitely, I see the 700 still being an easy potential. That 700 maybe slippage above 700. 750 medium range could be if it's gonna try and test. So you before it breaks, you do have some upside. It's not as ugly as some of the other things we looked at today. That actually sort of plays outside the sphere of very painful stuff. Not straightforward down. It has some upside. It seems like it has some upside. Unless it's going to be highly affected by the overall market. Let's see. Let's try and figure this one out. I'm curious. I mean, I remember looking at this. I remember. Yes, I remember. Yes. Look, be attentive to how if the market starts to break with full force, Netflix is going to break with it. Even if you're going to have all that upside retained somewhere in, in the reserves, if you will, it's only after it will crash to that 393 area potentially, maybe. Let me see, somewhere in between. You probably have something major there that I've missed. I mean, you obviously have this, right? Somewhere here, something. And you obviously have the range above that. So you do have quite a batch of resistances to break, including the channel itself, trying SMA, simple moving average. So first, just to kind of, but by that time you're going to be able to figure it out. The market will try to move towards that 500 area. You're going to be able to figure it out by then. And, you know, if you need to exit, because it seems like you're squeezing it. You are already squeezing it, the lemon on that one. Very much so. Of course, there are a lot of intraday and in-betweens. We can see there is something here. There is something here. I can see that it's the same one as, well, what is it? Just to make it easier on my eyes, it's somewhere around here. Yeah, you can see that here as well. Here you go. I mean, take a picture. You almost have like a structure here to where there's most of your interesting supports and resistances or whatever. You know, write it down. Here the numbers are. You get all your levels and, well, the majority of the interesting ones, at least it seems. Again, boys and girls, I repeat, if you want to learn how to do this right, join my academy one-on-one. I teach you how to do proper technicals. This is not how it's done. Definitely links are in the description below. Patreon, Discord. Don't forget to confirm the rules and all that beautiful stuff. Gregcoin to the moon. Yeah, and I was trying to do something. Judy, I've checked Marvel the other day, nothing changed. Going down, if I remember correctly, the review was, would you say 125 is... I remember Marvel is highly related to the market, and market-related stuff will be going down with the market, so follow the market, follow the indices. Recognize that the indices are going down. We know what we're talking about the indices every single day. Here we are back in the gap. Surprise, surprise. Who would have known? Oh, right, me. Strong on Crocs. Brad, we can talk about Crocs in the community. There is an interesting case behind Crocs, but I'm not a big fan. Remember, it's people who work in the healthcare industry. It's people who work at restaurants, in the kitchens, basically. That's what it's all about. The market is just not having a fun day today, and it's gonna be trying to go even further deeper. Deeper. Yeah. 5 minutes is oversold, unsurprising. 30 down, so amplifying. 45 starting. So, oh yeah, guys, today, like I said yesterday, today is going to be bearish. I literally told you. Today seems to be doing exactly what I told you, guys and girls. Today is bearish, go down. No surprise. SoFi, please. SoFi, actually have it on the screen. What? I predicted SoFi to go down. I told you range 8 to 4. Well, I mean, I've said this many times. There's a dedicated SoFi video. The fact that it's doing it gradually and people are continuously arguing with me, Greg, it's up. No, it's just it's a lower high. The market is going down. Okay, just I mean, God damn it, gentlemen, and ladies, and super duper extra long giraffes, aliens as well. Right, so that is still a distinct downtrend. Go away, Arnon. Go away. IWM. DraftKings. Yeah, he's naming. Boyle I've gone through. Too late. Gregcoin to the moon. Palantir I've gone through. 3007, you know the range. I don't need to tell you. That's bottom. That's up top. Right? These are your levels, Mr. Man. Boyle I've gone through. I don't want to go through UPST. I don't want to. DraftKings definitely don't want to go through. And IWM is same as S&P. Arnold, you showed a plate. I've gone through half of it and already covered the other half. Come on. You can't do this to me right now. That's not fair. I know you're feeling the love, but I've gone through this, like all of this. You're literally, first of all, you came in and bombarded like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, no, 7, but yeah, 7 tickers. I've gone through SoFi, but you know all of this. Plus, you get access to me like nobody else. IWM, you know, I don't have to tell you. Palantir, you know, I don't have to tell you. You know, all the technical analysis. I've gone through it. Greg Coin to the moon. It's simple. Greg Coin to the moon. Boyle, I've gone through just about 5 minutes ago. You can rewind. You will see me going through Boyle. Brad asked it, so there that was. And UPST, I don't want to because it's pointless, and DraftKings because it's pointless. And there you go. I mean, we're done. What do you mean, Gene? You have roughly about the same access. I mean, technically, you have the same access. With all due respect, maybe even more so to some extent, because Arnon doesn't get the lessons, which you do. It's I definitely think. I mean, I don't measure it. I don't really say. I didn't mean it in that way. I think you took it the wrong way, because you guys have give or take the same access to me. That is that. Boys and girls, those who stayed all this long, I will let you know that I have made a new video, and YouTube is causing some issues, and for some reason I cannot upload it to save my own life right now. And I've tried everything. It's YouTube causing me issues. And I'm going to retry once we are done with this live. Don't forget to like, smash, subscribe, bell, schmel, all the great nonsense that YouTube needs. Share with your friends, your hamster, you know, with your residential alien, with the fire department. Let them all watch this as well. Troll other channels, you know, post my stuff in their channels, go everywhere, spread the word. And that's it, boys and girls. I tremendously appreciate you all for showing up. I will try to do another live in the evening, so we'll be able to be more up to speed, although you guys are up to speed. There's more downside action. I told you yesterday, today is going to be rather red. We know all the levels. I don't have to repeat them a million times. It's going to be boring at this point. That's why I'm... You know why, guys? You want me to succeed. You see, don't make me repeat stuff. You see, that's why I have only 23 viewers right now, because everybody's bored and leave. Because I'm repeating the same shit again and again and again. Yeah, there you go. Then be attentive, boys and girls. Be attentive. I want my channel to succeed. I want 1 million subscribers. Yes. Tomorrow. YouTube, you heard what I said. I want 1 million subscribers. Make it happen. Simon S. Triple Q. Strategy, if you have... You know, I can, and I thought about this, but I prefer not to. It's going to get people who shouldn't get involved in this because they heard Greg talk about this and they seen a video, and that's not enough. They will feel like they know everything. I encounter that problem every day on a daily basis, including our Discord. I prefer people to be forced to do their research. I'm not even kidding. AI subscribers. No, I don't need AI subscribers. They don't know how to help me. All right. I thought about this expanding. I thought about this so many times you don't even know. It's kind of annoying that this is how it is. I have to. It's not about covering my own ass. Not at all. I mean, I wouldn't be buying it if I thought it would be bad or anything. Of course, makes sense. Definitely not loading up like crazy, but I don't want people listen to summaries of summaries of summaries, and they think they know the market and start telling me, the analyst, how they know better than I do. and dissipate into nothing, when their thesis is proven to be wrong. But then after a month, when they think I forgot, they show up again and try to prove to me that the earth is flat again. So I don't want to go down that path. People want to get involved in this once they know that we guys, already spoke about this. Guys and girls, they might get involved because they so choose to. Right. Boys and girls, I will adjourn this stream at this point. I think we've covered everything. We know what we're expecting. We will probably try to meet up for a second call later, but for now it is what it is, because I need to tend to other issues and maybe try to resolve the issue with the video that is refusing to get uploaded for no good reason. YouTube, if you see this, please help me. YouTube, help me, please. I need help. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.